Starting now.
Okay, welcome to The Fallen Returns. Woo! Spring break! So, really quick recap. Last time on The Fallen Returns, you all arrived at the predetermined place in the wastelands, south of the Empire, where everyone was meeting up, and, you notice the large armies that you have procured, and essentially uniting the peoples of Koskana to fight against the demon horde when they show up. After planning with the various heads of the different places of the different kingdoms, you all came up with a plan, and there was mutual respect shown all around, and there's lots of banging.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to fucking... I have no space on this desk.
You're good, honey. You're good. You guys decided to go down and test the amulet out on the monoliths and the wards that were set up, which was an excellent idea. A+. So wielding the amulet, you managed to bring down a section of the wards while maintaining the other wards, though you did notice that it was that the wards had shifted somewhat since opening it up, and your guys are like, oh shit, we have unsealed Vianoth for the first time in 2,000 years. Surely,
on a practice run.
Surely this will end well. At which case you saw a large growing shadow, which politely introduced himself as Balverith, and he would proceed to be a fucking prick, which you guys were like, holy shit, what a prick. And he essentially went, come on now, we'll make some, we'll have some tea, we'll talk, it'll be wonderful. You guys went, well, no, go fuck yourself. And he's like, well, okay, fine, and left. Which was really kind of just like, okay, what's his game? But y'all said, you know what, we're gonna go walk through the lovely wastelands of Vianoth and see what we can see. And told the armies to hold the line as you guys went forward. And that's where we ended off, with you guys walking through the wasteland.
Walking through the wasteland. Picking up the field.
It is there's absolutely nothing here. As you could see from the sort of right before the wards, it is the same on the other side. Just stone gray, stone outcroppings. It is devoid of life. The wind just sort of howls and whistles over the barren ground. There are not even weeds anywhere. It seems that life has simply given up and left. So you guys proceed for a couple miles, and then you notice that the sort of gray stone starts to give up to what seem to be plains. There seems to be more and more vegetation, grass sort of peeking out through cracks in the rock, as you seem to be hitting Vianoth proper. Are you guys walking just
Do we
casually
go?
Casually walking? Are you guys trying to be sneaky?
I want to try and be sneaky. But it's me, though.
There are now starting to be stunted trees that are growing taller as you go in. There's more rock outcroppings. There does afford you some way to try to keep cover as you move through, if you so desire. Are you guys just walking through, not giving a fuck?
Well, they already know we're here, so, I mean, do we still want to, like, try for this?
I don't see how much of the element and surprise we have. At least we could be more aware, but they know we're here, and if he could just appear anywhere he wants, then Balverith could find us at any time, really. I mean, we should be cautious, but I don't know how much sneaking is going to get us. That is just my opinion, however.
Well, I concur. I mean, we're not just gonna... They already know we've kicked in their fucking door. What else are we going to do?
Exactly.
I mean, if we're not going to be secretive, then I don't understand. Did we leave the army outside of Ionov?
Like they're mobilizing outside the breach.
Are they just gonna stand there, or what are they gonna do? I'm not sure what
They're
they're
gonna hold the line, and make
Well,
sure nothing comes through.
I think they're going to establish a line like.
Yeah,
inside-
I did suggest that they move in and put up a garrison, like start a garrison at the. But we have them scouting all around the edges.
for weaknesses in case anything else starts going down. Because we don't know if this is going to be a chain reaction where this thing just starts falling.
Right.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea to stealth. I mean, we might have kicked down the front door, but if there's nothing currently in front of us that can see us, going cautiously and carefully and stealthily, I don't think is a bad idea.
I got no opposed to. I mean, that's totally cool. I mean, we can try.
I will cast
Talmar.
Pass without a trace.
Alright, are you guys gonna stealth? Please give me those lovely stealth rolls.
I rolled 16 twice. Nice.
This will go well.
I believe in you, Talmar.
Roll 20 is being a dick.
That's a 18. Oh, shit. Manage.
Oh,
That's a nat 20 canceled out by my disadvantage.
oh,
That's fine.
oh.
I did hear the pass without a trace.
Yeah,
So I have a
that's good,
15.
without a trace.
Alright. So, actually, I'm gonna put another song in here. This is not the one I thought it was.
This chair's going to kill my back.
Please don't die, Charles.
Becca sent me a gift that says "Don't get killed."
That music that was playing before it was cool. Snicket.
It'll pop back up.
I
But
figured.
this is a song I was listening to when I was writing stuff for tonight.
Nice. Spoopy.
So you guys start sneaking around, taking advantages of rocky outcroppings, bits of bramble, trees. I need you guys to also roll perception as you guys stalk forward.
Why is that? Why?
What the fuck? I rolled 2 6s twice. What is happening?
Would love to roll above a 10.
Power of Christ compels you roll 20. Get that shit out of here.
A power of power.
So you guys are Aaron, dear darling. You guys are stealthing forward, and as you're going, you catch the sight of something on the horizon. Professor, Alex, and Tamar notice it first. At first, you mistake them for more sets of just rocky outcropping and stone, but as you sort of squint to see the details, you realize what you were looking at is a set of ruined stone houses.
There appears to be remnants of civilization ahead.
Do we know for sure if it's just remnants?
Well, the buildings look remnants. I'm not going to assume that they're empty. They're probably filled with death.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I have a spell I really want to use, but I probably should save it.
Are you just gonna like
Resurrection.
meteor strike the ruins?
I kind of feel like there should be like demons around. Like for all we've heard about Vionoth being essentially demon central, we haven't even seen one yet.
Well, as much as I hate to say this, maybe walking into a trap that'll cut us off. You know, how quickly can you just demoralize an army by killing off their head?
Yeah, perhaps we shouldn't get too separated from our army.
Oh, that's me saying that is not saying this is a bad idea. Like, the army can't follow us into the heart of Vianon. They can't. It's good. It was always going to be us, the small strike team, that's going to hit and do as much damage as possible, and hopefully kill Balamon.
Well, I just don't see how we're going to get to Balamon without support.
Well, hopefully,
I assume he would have guards of some kind.
and hopefully in the metagamey thing, we get a Black Gate situation going on here, where the army pulls everything out and we get to rush in.
Well, if we're worried about that, maybe someone should scout ahead while we hunker down.
Check out these ruins, see if there's anything actually to them, or they're just going to be.
Because if there's something important, I have a spell that can take care of them. But it's a pretty high-level spell.
Yeah, as you look to Arendir, he's just kind of his eyes are just kind of like focused on the horizon, not exactly paying attention to any of you right now.
1,000 mile stare.
Yeah, pretty much,
I reach over and I just put my hand on his shoulder and I cast Fly on him.
I just.
You have 10 minutes.
Okay.
Be careful.
That's my middle name, I say unconvincingly. And then I...
Hold on, before you go. I cast haste on you.
Mother of God, I'm a rocket.
Rocket Man.
Pulling it up.
That song actually fits pretty well.
Burning out his fuse out here alone.
Alright, I will begin to stealth towards the ruins.
As you sort of stealth towards ruins, I need you to make another perception check for me. As you are arriving at what seems to be a ruined village. 27. You get to the outskirts, and it is indeed what seems to be the remnants of either a decent-sized village, sort of bordering on becoming a town. But there is lots of buildings, almost all of them are in states of disrepair. The ones furthest to the outskirts are almost completely caved in. They seem to be made of the same sort of dismal gray stone that you saw in the wastelands. There does seem to be a remnants of a tower sort of sitting towards the center of town, but it is completely caved in, and even the sort of base of the tower is sort of moves precariously as the wind sort of blows. And as you sort of stealth in between the ruins, the further you get to the center of town, the more you see the buildings have sort of fared better. It seems that this was the last place to be abandoned, because there is not a soul in sight. There is no sound, nothing. You do get what seem to be scraps of life that must have lived here at some point, though it's hard to tell. You find bits of broken wood. You find broken pieces of pottery. And as you start to get to the center of town, you also spy something that was seemingly forgotten and abandoned when this place was left to rot. You see a tiny, very worn teddy bear that seems to be kind of left on the side of the road as if someone had dropped it in their haste to leave. But as you sort of peer around, it doesn't seem like anyone's been here for a while.
Okay. I will say that over the earrings to everybody that this place hasn't been touched in. Can I guess assume how long? Like centuries are we talking? Millennia? I know this has been sealed off for 2,000 years.
It's been sealed off. The outer village, the outer portion of the village looks like it's been centuries. The inside of the village, the very heart of it looks like it's been maybe abandoned for a good solid couple years. Maybe 2, 3.
Oh, okay. So I say that most of this place hasn't been touched for centuries, but some of these buildings in the center of the town seem lived in recently, like a couple of years ago maybe. But there's nothing in here. And I bend down and pick up that teddy bear.
You pick it up and the fur is very worn, matted in some places. Someone loved this teddy bear. It's also missing an eye.
If I read the tag, does it say Glyph of Warding on it? Or...
Explosive runes.
Actually, as you look at it, it does seem to have a ribbon tied around its neck, and it does seem like someone tried to write their name on the ribbon. But as you look at it, it's sort of the writing tickles the back of your mind. Like, your brain keeps wanting to see this as Elvish, but it's not. There is some radical differences.
I speak Sylvan.
And there you can see the roots of Sylvan in there, because of sort of Sylvan and Elvish kind of being similar, but make an intelligence check.
Natural 20.
Oh shit.
As you're looking here, you're thinking from a lot of your studies as a younger man, and a question forms in your mind of what would happen if a society was sealed off from the rest of the continent for 2,000 years. How would language evolve? How would a people evolve completely independent of everybody else? And this seems to be the answer, as their form of Elvish, whatever it was, has evolved to a point where it is almost barely recognizable to you. And you think of the Balai who call this place home, and it might be difficult to talk to them if the Elvish is so radically different, but you do see enough roots in there that you're like, there may be some form of communication that you could, if you ever decide to communicate with these people, but you really can't read the name too much.
Okay. So I say back into the earring. In case I wasn't clear before, that means you can all join me. And then I will float up to, along the tower, like towards the top of it. And just kind of like look in. I'm not gonna like cross a threshold or anything. I just want to look in the ruin like from the top.
As you sort of stealthily fly up, using the tower, the bulk of the tower, to keep yourself as sort of hidden from sight as possible, you slowly peek up and look in, and it looks like bless you, dear. There's really nothing up there. It seems that this tower may have fallen in ages past. But you do see what seems to be, oh god, what kind of roll would this be?
Should I roll for butts?
Yes, there's nothing but butts here. Okay, you have seen something like this before, and especially being a ranger, you notice that there are apparatuses here that are used to watch and chart the movement of the stars and the planets in the night sky. You see scraps of paper that are fairly recent, possibly within the last 2 or 3 years that's been left here. And there does seem to be a stairway leading down into apparently room or rooms below.
I also relay that over the earrings, that there's some kind of stargazing stuff and some more recent notes up here, but can't make heads or tails of it myself. There's a staircase going down in the towers also, but I'll come find you guys. And then I fly back down and meet up with them in the city, or in the ruins.
You guys sort of stealth through the city, and it's exactly as Arendir described it. It is desolate, abandoned, almost forgotten, though the inner core does seem to have been habitated recently. Did you put the teddy bear back down? Or do you still have it?
I probably have it in my backpack, yeah.
Okay. So you guys notice there's broken pieces of pottery, broken pieces of wood, as you guys meet up with Arendir towards the center of town.
This place gives me the creeps.
Yeah, you want to see something even weirder? And I pull out the decrepit teddy bear. I found this. It's the only thing, basically. And I hold it out to Cora.
No. Put it away, please.
Oh, now hold on.
I hand it to Professor.
This is a teddy bear.
It's got some Elvish but not Elvish, or Sylvan but not Sylvan writing here. And I flip it over and show him the tag.
Oh, interesting. Could I investigate it with a check?
Yes. Don't you have linguist?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that the next time I could.
Okay.
I do.
He does know a lot of languages, though.
Can I look at it?
If they show it to you, yes.
Okay.
I'd like to investigate it first.
Okay. What exactly are you investigating?
I'd like to read the, see if I could just look at the language. Maybe.
Okay. Roll straight up intelligence check for me. Also, Morgan, if you can do that as well, so we can just do this.
Wow.
19. Holy shit.
Well, my theory is, Professor, and then you just start talking over me, and you.
He has a Jimmy Neutron moment.
Is there anything you want to tell me? I mean, I already heard you say it, so. If that's...
Yeah, you sort of you're looking at it, and as you do get the fact that both of you get this was probably Elvish at some time. Professor, you especially, you can sense the roots of High Elvish here. That there was obviously a disconnect when they were sealed, and you start to just look at the writing, and you can sort of start to see possible roots of where it's turned, but without spending quite a bit of time studying this and finding more, more examples of writing.
Well, this is odd. First of all, I just want to share that. This is a teddy bear. It's not 2,000 years old. Obviously, it's still intact. This denotes that the people here. I don't know what it denotes, but this is a teddy bear. You don't think evil demonic forces would cuddle a teddy bear?
Well, there's a civilization here. Or
well,
was.
Perhaps this civilization is not as against us as we might think it is. I undo the bow and I keep the bow.
Professor, staring at this, and Alex, you sort of get a little bit of this from having linguists. Professor, you can almost recognize what the analog might be in Elvish. It's hard to understand exactly what it would sound like in this language, but it seems whoever owned this teddy bear, their name possibly translated into common would be roughly hopeful dream.
I mean, this language is so far removed from anything I know, which makes sense if they're trapped beyond this border. I mean, we've seen languages shift over time.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of like bouncing at ideas off of Alex. Yes, we should
Yeah, I
keep
mean,
this.
they've been isolated for so long.
We should definitely collect any other writings that we find. It may prove useful. Also, this place, this village, might serve as a good base of operations for the army.
Yeah, we should make sure there isn't anybody else here first, but yeah.
Well, they can definitely take care of that, I think.
Aaron, dear, you mentioned a tower that had rooms.
Oh yeah, and I point to the middle of town where we can
Is
see
there like
a ruined tower, the ruins of it.
is there a door like on our level, like ground level?
I think I saw a way in. It's kind of mostly ruined and collapsed a bit, I think, right?
Yeah, the bottom half seems to be structurally unsound.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, fuck
going
that.
in might be a little risky, but it does seem like you could if you decided to go in there. You could.
It's more. I just wanted to clear the buildings to make sure there's nothing here. But if it's like gonna come down potentially, I don't
Well,
think anyone would.
I think whoever goes in should go in gingerly if they're going to do it. Also, there was some writing up there, Professor. You've just mentioned that. I noticed some papers that weren't just piles of dust, so they must be sort of recent.
I'd
there's
like to
some-
collect those.
Weird contraption up there. The safest way is probably just to fly up through the hole in the top.
Right.
And
Sure.
Snicket, when I was up there,
Uh-huh.
could we say I looked out in the direction that we had originally been traveling? Is there anything distinct that stands out from that high up? Like, can I
Well-
see? Oh, okay.
Roll another perception for me, because that perception was for looking into... Well, you didn't roll perception up there, did you now?
You,
yeah.
you didn't have me roll anything.
Yeah. So yeah, just roll and we're kind of saying you did that when you were up there. 26. As you turn, you're flying high enough, and it's been mostly flat enough that you can kind of see vaguely where the monoliths are because they are so fucking huge. And with your trained sort of being able to pick details out at a distance because you're a ranger and you're a badass fucking ranger, you notice that when you guys left, there was almost a sort of ripples of light and movement across the wards because you had taken one of them down. It is now flickering across where the wards are.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So there's one more detail I forgot to share. I was so distracted by the weird telescope thing. The wards are flickering.
The walls are flickering.
Yeah, remember how
That's burying the lead, Eridir.
ripples of light. It's a little more pronounced now.
Right.
Does
I
that mean
definitely
they're
think we should
gonna
move
fall?
the force in. We should move some of the force in. This would be a good place. I mean, there are buildings, defenses. We could set
Telma,
here.
do you? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm sorry.
Do you have Bucky with you right now?
I should. I summoned him before we left.
Okay,
I've
I
been
just
driving
couldn't
him.
remember.
Yeah.
Well, you're the fastest. I say to Telmar.
or we've got instantaneous communication.
Yeah,
with
I was gonna send to someone.
We could just use transcription paper as well.
I forgot magic is a thing.
I mean, I can ride there if you really want me to.
No, I already have the pen and quill out.
But actually, I think I can outrun Bucky. So, just saying.
I can always have Bucky have haste casted on him, and you probably run faster.
So with the boots, so
God damn it.
I'd have boots out of a base of 100. So if we hasted me, that'd be 200. Then it'd be 400 feet in a full round.
Yeah, his Bucky can only probably get to about 240 or so in a full round.
The Flash.
My
Swear to
God.
God. If you fuck up this timeline, Connor, I swear to God.
400 feet per second is
Every 6 seconds.
400%. So that's what?
Oh, yeah,
That's still 4,000 feet a minute.
4,000 feet a second.
no.
I'm talking like a
Feet a minute.
1.2 mile, 1.2 minute mile.
66 feet.
I think
per
we already
second.
did the math on it. You were running as fast as Usain Bolt, basically.
Beep, beep. So, are you guys, who are you contacting from the front line?
Tyrannus? Who's kind of our head of
Yeah,
military?
whoever. Yeah, I forgot who. I don't know who the actual.
It'd be
head is.
Tyrannus.
Yeah. Tyrannus is sort of
He's the one we know the best.
he has definitely volunteered to, in Connor's name, lead the Talrenian people to glorious battle.
We probably have to, if we wanted to get everyone, we probably have to individually like hit the Empress and the King of Shar and.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Tyrannus.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Tyrannus, and I'm just like, found a village, recently occupied. Civilization here may be allies. Working on translating language. Suggest this as a possible base of operations.
And then coordinates.
And then I give where they are, where it is, and then
Then I
boop, boop, boop. Move out. I say at the end.
You get a response a moment or two later, acknowledged.
I send back affirmative.
as you command and conquer that shit.
We're gonna have to construct additional pylons, I say.
More plebs are needed. Sorry, I
Job's
was
done.
addicted
In
to
the
Caesar
rear with
2.
the key.
Zob zob.
Oh, Sierra Games. How you own my
So-
life.
You've now ordered your army to march inwards past the sort of opening that you've made, which thankfully it is a wide opening. So it will take them a bit of time to funnel their forces in, but thankfully it is not nearly as big of a choke that would be detrimental to moving your people in. So they are going to start moving as commanded. What are you guys going to do?
Keep going.
They keep going. Yeah. So if we got them,
Okay.
Should we check out the top of this tower? I'm kind of curious about the top of the tower.
oh yeah,
Could
totally
go,
check out
could
the
go
tower.
grab the notes at least and take them with us.
Who do I want to come with me? Alex and Connor.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch both of you, and I think I can do. Because I just don't want to burn like higher level spells by getting us all to fly.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, don't do that.
I think. Hang on.
I could just climb, but
No, you're gonna fly. Because
You might cause the building to come down.
Yeah, it's more wibbly wobbly.
Fourth level
tower
spell will
hour.
get me two. Get me two people. Wait, no. Yeah. Okay. So then I cast on both of you guys
All right.
to go up. I think that might be a 5th level spell actually.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
all right.
And I lead us because we only have 10 minutes. So we have to be quick.
So are you flying to the top?
Yes, I'm gonna go where Arendelle described. Go to that area.
You guys, whoop! And sure enough, it does look like somebody has left apparatus here to watch the stars and the movements of the planets and the night sky. And there are indeed scraps of paper that are sort of caught on bits of stone that litter the floor. And there is a stairway leading down into the tower itself.
Alright, I'm gonna land next to the table and stuff and start gathering up the things. How big is the apparatus?
It is like someone's backyard telescope.
Okay.
Can I look through it?
Yeah, you look through it and you see the sky above.
Okay.
It does seem to be functioning. Roll nature.
Oh boy. 11!
Yeah, you don't know exactly what night sky related, especially this far south, they could possibly be looking at, but yeah, this was definitely set up to possibly watch the movement of the heavens, but you're not exactly sure.
How big is it again? It's like a
backyard, a backyard telescope. It's not giant, but it's not, wimpy.
So
hefty.
3.5 feet.
I guess, yeah, around there.
Can I take it with me?
That's
Yeah.
350.
Right, I gather
I'd,
up all the
attach it to
papers.
my pack.
Do we want to investigate downstairs at all as I'm like rolling them up and sticking them in a
Connor
I
immediately
mean, might
dive
as well,
bombs.
right?
scroll case? I'm sorry, what? Connor does what?
He dive bombs. Like he literally like down the bottom, like to the bottom of the tower. Whee!
Because he could fly.
Just on the earring, like, alright, tell me if you can see anything, but we have to go before the spell wears out.
Well, I've got the goggles, so I can see in the dark.
Okay, good.
Okay, so Alex and Connor are going down?
Yeah, I'll follow behind him. I'm
Okay.
investigating for I'm looking for any traps while he just goes.
Okay, roll investigation for me. Connor, are you just doing a cursory glance, or are you just trying to... are you investigating, or are you perceiving, I guess?
I would like to investigate.
Okay.
That's a +2, not a -2.
I believe.
And we'll roll 20. Fuck me. No.
Hey!
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, Alex, you are scanning and you don't see any signs of what could be any traps. But as you're investigating, you notice that these stairs are extremely well worn. Like someone was constantly up and down and up and down and up and down for God knows how many years.
Do they have any dust on them?
There's there not at the top, but the further you go down, the more there seems to be dust. It seems
Okay.
that the wind is possibly taking care of most of the top steps, but
Gotcha.
you're kind of keeping an alert eye out, especially since this doesn't seem structurally sound. You kind of go, trap? No. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, we're good. Alright. And then, Connor, you're immediately like, you put the goggles on.
The goggles.
The goggles, and they do stings! And they do lots of stings! And you look, and, this does seem to be, what looks to be, a former mix of a library and a laboratory. And the first thing you notice as you come down there is a magical circle embedded in the stone floor.
Yes.
It does not seem to be, like, active, but it looks like somebody has basic circles embedded in the floor to use as sort of the base for magical rituals.
So, being going through teleportation circles like a shit ton, will I know this is a teleportation circle?
With your natural 20, you notice it's been used for quite a many things, but there are runes around the outside of the circle. It looks like it can double up as a teleportation circle.
So I'm gonna grab the earring and just tell everyone, looks like we got our way in and our way out. We've got a teleportation circle down here at the bottom. So we can stop moving in supplies and actually make a go of this an actual campaign and war.
But how do we know that something else can't teleport here from somewhere else?
Well, we don't, unless the professor. Well, we actually know we had that one girl. Well, the professor. We've had the some people set up other portals to prevent people from coming in. Correct.
That sounds right. I say over the earring.
What's our turn line up?
Don't you remember?
I'm not gonna have you roll for this because it's silly. You're the professor. You know there are ways of sort of, especially since you can cast teleportation, you know there's ways of kind of warding it in a certain way that can help turn it one way for a while. You wouldn't be able to essentially kind of put all of the cool friends can join, but these assholes can't. There's really no way of doing that. But you can turn it so that you can use it as sort of moving supplies through from one predetermined circle to this. But if somebody else has this, and who knows who might still have this, you know, in this ruined village, they won't be able to get in if you turn it into essentially a closed circuit.
There's that.
I guess I'm gonna finish with my papers and go down there and take a look at this warded circle. Or the circle, and I'm like, right, until someone else more... Oh, I'm not. I rolled them up and put them in a scroll right now.
Noted.
I'm not going to look at them until we get out of here. Just because I was like, well, we don't have time. We have to be in and out before I waste another spell slot. So I come down. Can I quickly like toss a couple things in there that I know will lock it for a minute and wait for like more. So long enough for someone else with like more time. That can handle it.
You can do that easily. You kind of.
All right, I look at like a convergence of runes here, and I take out my chalk and make a quick little scribble there. Like, right, and now I need something counter 45 degrees there, and then another 45 here. And then if I circle this way down this line here, I think that'll do it.
Alright.
Right, we should...
I copied it all down so you could copy it later.
Thank you, Alex. I think we should get out before the fly wears off.
That'd be smart.
Snick.
Yes.
With my awesome natural 20, did I find any, like, ancient potions?
Oh my god. Dice, you are not helping with the high or the low when you pull that bullshit with me.
The 50 again?
Get it on the dot. Like, it's like, fuck you
That's
and
funny.
your high or low battle. Like, fuck you, alright. High or low, Charles?
Oh, always.
Always high. I mean, I am silly. It's always high unless you're the professor, and then it's low.
Or sometimes Alex.
Or Alex that one
Or-
time.
Or Alex at one time. You, as you're going through, you do manage to find a couple potion bottles.
Woo!
You find a potion of vitality.
Sweet. Please tell me someone's writing this down.
Nope.
Uh,
Mike is.
I got you.
I'll put it in our bag.
you find a potion of invisibility. And the last one you find is oh shit, oh yeah. You find a potion of supreme healing.
Yes.
Alright, I put all that in the bag of holding.
Word.
And then as you're going through you find there doesn't seem to be much in the way of anything other than you find two more things. You find what seems to be a book with a midnight blue cover.
Tossing that to the professor.
Where is it? And you find an amulet.
Ooh. Tossing that to the professor, because if it's magical, I ain't gonna be able to tell shit. You know what happened the last time I picked up something in a fucking dungeon there, Mike? I nearly killed the bard. So I kind of learned from that.
That's true.
That's totally fair.
It can be taught!
Hey, remember when I picked up the rapier and all of the elvish people wanted to hurt me? That was fun.
Which is funny because, like, half of our party is elvish.
The whole party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Blood running down my nose.
So after finding all this, you guys start to feel fly slowly wearing off. So you have just enough time to leave if you so desire.
Duh.
You're muted, Dustin.
I've been talking this whole time. God damn it.
Oh,
The professor's just like, he tossed the amulet. He's like, hoop, hoop, hoop. Right. Well, it's wearing off. Let's go. And like zooms out like before the rest of you or whatever. 'Cause it's like,
Up and away!
so you guys managed to get out and land as the spell finishes wearing off. So, Professor, you have a book with a midnight blue cover, and you also have an amulet in your hand.
the minute I land around everyone else, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes and
I'm going to do another scouting sweep. If Professor's going to take 10 minutes to cast Identify.
yeah, I'm gonna identify. I'm gonna ritually cast Identify.
I will go on patrol then.
Okay.
Montrose.
So, if you guys
I'll
are...
grab Talmar, and Talmar and I will go on patrol.
Woo, patrol!
if you are patrolling, please roll perception for me. Also, Arendir, are you doing the primeval awareness, or are you just watching?
I will also do the primeval awareness while I'm scouting.
Okay.
Should I roll for Bucky's perception?
No.
He wouldn't tell me if he saw anything anyway.
Professor, as you're as you finish ritually casting the Identify spell, you realize that the book is not magical, but the amulet is, and the amulet is an amulet of proof against detection and location.
What?
I.e.,
Against what?
detection and location. It prevents you from being scryed against. It also, you can't be targeted by divination magic.
Can we all wear it at the same time?
You mean kind of like a giant get-along-together amulet?
Yes. Someone cast Grow on it, or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, unfortunately.
The professor puts it on.
Alright, so you put it on, and... it is not cursed. Huzzah!
Can I look at the book, Professor?
Yes, once I'm done opening it and looking through it.
As you open it, there is more of that very
Sorry, you know
strange-
me. I like to be thorough, Alex.
Yeah, I get you.
You can have my seconds.
Alright.
But I did not say.
Corin goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and doesn't say anything.
Literally, that's what I was about to do. I'm like, I was gonna say something, but I thought better of it.
Yeah. Alex shoots you a look. Like, don't even.
The professor just innocently like He's like, yes, of course, you can have whatever when I'm done with it. Flip
So
through
as
the
you-
book.
You flip through the book, the first couple pages are written in that really strange, bastardized Elvish that makes it really difficult to read. You have to really focus on each individual word before kind of getting what it might be. But as you start to get through the first book, you notice that there are constellation markings, as if someone was making notes of this day, this time, this is how the heavens look like, and there's some more notation. This day, this time, this is what the planetary alignment was. This day, this time, blah, 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 blah. At least that is the way the notation's coming off of. You know this because, divination magic sometimes you can, there is a school of thought of you can sort of divine things through the stars. It's really warned against because back in the before time, if you gaze at the stars too long, they might gaze back and you might end up a warlock that way, making a pact with the stars. But we don't, that never happens anymore.
Cthulhu Fatagan, or is it Cthulhu Fatine?
No, it's Fatagan. Fatagan.
I was singing a song called "Hey There, Cthulhu."
Oh,
That's
What?
a song. I need that
Oh,
song.
it's what you'll do to me and all humanity.
If it's in Halo Delilah to Hey There Cthulhu,
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's really awesome.
Right, and I hand that to Alex. This appears to be possible constellation. If you could work on maybe figuring out how we communicate in this language, it might be useful to us. That's your new job, Alex. And I look you in the face. I put my hands on your face. My eyes lock with yours. I'm like, we're in a dangerous place, in a dangerous time. This is your one job. If these people could be our allies, we need to communicate with them. Is that understood?
If we are attacked, you keep reading that book.
Yes, read this book at all costs. If I'm losing my limbs, save me. But if someone else is losing their limbs, that's fine. No, I don't go.
Alex just stoically nods and turns to the book. Do I see any patterns regarding the star dates?
And while she does that, I'm gonna look at the scrolls. I'm gonna take out and unscroll the papers and let them do their thing.
Yeah, as you guys are looking through things, Alex, roll me an int check. And we will get to that in a second. So as you guys are patrolling,
I look over at Talmar and I say, "Do you ever get that one itch when you're wearing plate armor that there's just literally no possible way to scratch it, and it's just the most infuriating?" Yeah.
Always right in the small of the back plate.
But anyway, that
worst.
happens. that's a discussion that's happening as we're patrolling.
plate bro woes.
Plate pals.
Hashtag holy bro problems. As you guys talk about that one itch, and you seriously wish someone would walk through town yelling back scratcher, but unfortunately there's no one to sell you a back and or butt scratcher. So as you guys are walking, and with Aradir, you doing primeval awareness, what can you sense with your primeval awareness again?
I shall read it to you.
Les?
By spending 1 uninterrupted minute in concentration, as if with the spell, you can sense whether there are any favorite enemies, or whether any of your favorite enemies are present within 5 miles of you. This feature reveals which of your favorite enemies are present, which for me is beast or fiends, their numbers, and the creature's general direction and distance from you. If there are multiple groups of your favorite enemies within range, you learn the information for each group.
Okay, you do not sense any of those. Which is really odd, considering you were expecting this to be Demon Central, but looking at the village, you're starting to wonder if they've been conscripted, and taken elsewhere, or you just managed to hit the one pocket of the no demon zone in Vienna that is mandated by law.
The demilitarized zone.
Yeah.
Hey,
Demilitarized zone. Oh, I'm sorry.
I will. Oh, sorry. I'll say that over the earring that either this place is way bigger than we anticipated, or there's something fucky going on. There's nothing within 5 miles of here that I can sense. No fiends.
It's 5 miles. Jesus, it's crazy.
While we're all on patrol.
And yeah, you guys don't see anything as you kind of start to patrol the outskirts and make a circuit before coming back. You really don't see much of anything. Alex, you're looking at this, and as you're looking at the sort of the language, trying to see if you can decipher it better, knowing that you do have, some talent in linguistics, you realize that this is going to be need to sit down and study for a long, long time, unless you can find yourself a native speaker to help you translate. But you do see, this is definitely a very interesting evolution of High Elvish. That's kind of been.
I was more looking at the star charts to see if there were any patterns, but that's okay.
I was getting there.
Okay, sorry.
The star charts, there doesn't seem to be a recognizable date on there that you can read. You would have to be very well versed in astronomy to read the charts and know exactly what date and time that could possibly correspond to.
Sure.
But from your own roll nature for me.
Oh boy. 13.
Yeah, you can maybe start to go, well, it kind of reminds me of the way the sky looks in spring. This may be more of a fall thing, but it's really difficult. But from looking at it, there is such precise detailing about how stars, the exact location of stars in the sky, and sort of relevant to where they are to other stars. And whoever made this was very particular about every detail was written down to the exact minute detail.
I'm keeping this. It's going in my pack.
As you put it in your pack, Professor, you start going through the scraps of paper, and half of them are written in that really weird Elvish.
Damn it, it's Elvish.
But you do also notice there seems to be more hastily written notation. And there seems to be, again, more marking of the stars, stars looking this way today, kind of noticing that notation, until you get to the last piece of scrap. And it's written in Abyssal.
Oh, shit.
And you can definitely tell it is written in a hand different from whoever was writing in the book and whoever wrote these scraps. Which, once you notice the Infernal sort of jogs in your head that whoever wrote the scrap pieces of paper, whoever wrote the book, is the same author. It's the same handwriting.
I don't speak Abyssal.
I do.
I know.
It's Abyssal / Infernal, so...
Yeah, I'm just Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan right now.
Oh, just.
Gotcha.
Oh god, I dropped my d20. No! Come here!
Oh no. D20, come back.
I need that.
I handed to Alex. Like, this is obviously the same author. This is an Abyssal.
Okay. I'll take a look.
As you go and you read it, it reads to, it seems it's missing some parts. You read, you will gather all those deemed worthy into the center of town to be collected. Everyone else is to move out to the predetermined place. Failure to do so will result in your termination. And that seems to be the long and the short of it.
I sigh. It reads, you will Gather all deemed worthy to the center of town to be collected. Everyone else is to be moved elsewhere, and if they resist, terminated.
Well, we have more information than we did before. I don't understand. I wonder what that means. Worthy. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But this is good. We have. Oops. My tower fell.
Fighters? Children? I mean, we seem to know that there
It's
were
not good to-
children.
It's not good to speculate on that just yet, but we have information, and that is a good thing. Let's see. Let's wait for them to return. And see what happens.
Yeah.
Everybody comes back.
Connor never left.
He's always been there.
Oh, Connor, I didn't see you there.
You were doing book things.
Yes, well, I do that a lot.
Can I, once we're done, can I climb back up to the top of the tower?
You can try.
I'm gonna try.
Are you casting fly or are you climbing?
I'm just climbing. I'm not busting out my wings at all.
Okay. Roll a dexterity save for me,
Are you
please.
going to tell us
Oh,
about
boy.
these intentions?
That's an 8.
Oh,
As you go to climb up the tower, you stick your foot in what you think is a decent hold, but it starts to give way, as does most of the side of this tower.
Move!
And you tumble off, and you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall, but thankfully the tower is now wobbling, and it looks to be sort of falling inward on itself.
Bye-bye, temporary hit points.
And you all hear this crumble, 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 boom, as the tower starts to
What was that?
One of
That
the
didn't
sides
work
starts-
the way I wanted it to.
So there's a good side of the tower that's kind of fallen to pieces, and the inside, where the circle is now the bottom of the tower is kind of wobbling a bit more, as if it has become more and more structurally unsound.
Might not be a good idea to use the teleportation circle in there anymore.
Sorry.
We might be able to have some people clear it out or reinforce it or something. We've got fucking half the continent here with us.
I'm sure
Yeah,
something
I'm
will
sure.
get done.
I'm sure there's some engineers.
Definitely. Definitely.
All right.
I think we can get the fuck out of here.
Have you guys come back?
Yeah, we already came back, didn't we?
No, I don't remember us talking about that. I don't know.
Thought Snicket said everybody returns.
Okay. Right.
So I think we've kind of learned everything we can here, right?
I think so.
Yes, I think so.
Do we need to wait for the army, or that we think they've got it?
I say we let them handle it. I'm going to leave. I don't know who's gonna come with. I'm gonna send word to my wife. I'm gonna send a quick note. That I've left some papers on a desk in a room. I'll give her like specific instructions. We need to try and translate it as fast as we possibly can. So send someone with the army who's good at linguistics. It's
You can't. Go ahead.
No, I'm just like possible we could communicate with the civilization. They might not be as against us, possibly. You'll find the papers in a teddy bear on a desk.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention.
I unsew the teddy bear a little bit, and I fold up the papers, and I stuff them in the teddy bear. And then I don't have mending. I just anyway, and then stick them, and then boom.
So you give them the long and short of what's going on, what to find, that kind of thing. You get a letter back going, we'll bring somebody able in linguistics to try to start to crack this, and they'll try to shore up what they can, and not to worry that she has this.
Onward and forward, I guess.
Yep.
Yep, totally agree with that.
Okay. So you guys start to push forward.
We keep heading south.
Heading south. You guys. So you guys keep pushing further and further south. You notice that the monoliths are growing sort of further and further from your view. As it sort of turns more into sort of hilly valley country. And are you guys stealthing?
I don't want to waste any more of Andrew's spell slots.
Okay.
Well, we could just try to do it
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well try, because if we fail, it'll be the same as us just walking. Oh, well, I rolled a natural 20 for my first one, and then I rolled a natural 1 for my second one. 2 natural 1s for stealth.
Hey, that's a 16.
We're not a stealthy party.
As
That's
I
a
trip and stumble into
5.
Connor.
as we start to kind of stealth, and we're hearing the normal clanking. I'm gonna kind of jog ahead, 100 feet.
100 feet, it's probably.
I'm not with these guys.
Well, if I can get to something before they see me or before they hear all of you guys, at least I could warn you to stop or something like that. Like I get a bit of a distance between me and the rest of the group in front of them. If I can do that.
Okay, so as you're stealthing ahead, roll perception for me.
I'm just so overwhelmed by how loud the rest of the group is because I have rolled a natural 1.
Oh man.
This is not the place to be fucking our rolls up.
Alright, you kind of move ahead and you don't see anything. At this point, you guys are slowly progressing towards evening, but you do find a decent place to camp for the night.
All right. Do I, even with a natural 1, do I notice the flashing at all? Like on the ward barrier? Is that still prominent, or do I not see it right now? I did roll it with the natural 1, so.
Well, you guys are so far out that you guys really don't see the monoliths anymore.
Okay.
Instead, you can start to see the beginnings of the mountain range. It is still fairly far off. But yeah. Yeah, from where you're at, you don't see much of anything. Are you going to head back?
I'm just gonna stop and wait for them to catch up to me.
Okay. As you wait, roll another perception for me.
I'm gonna use a DM inspiration because now I'm scared.
Totally fair.
That's a 23.
As you are sitting there, you can actually see the rest of your companions slowly starting to arrive. They're about maybe 30 feet away from you when you notice movement nearby you. The rest of you can roll perception as well as you draw closer.
Definitely drawing an arrow. Oh shit, you actually did it.
That's a natural 20 with a -2, so it's an 18, so it's still natural 20.
It is still a natural 20.
So as soon as I see movement, I'm taking my bow, drawing an arrow, because I am not expecting anyone else to be around us, because no one has for the last 10 miles. So you guys, I guess, you may all see me react that way.
As the rest of you guys pull up, as you guys start to walk up to Arendair, you all hear movement, and then you hear speech, and it is a language none of you understand. However, as you hear it spoken, squeaking, yes, that, it sounds, there's this hint of almost the sort of elvish to it, but it is very, almost guttural. And it is this one phrase you hear over and over again.
It's like when you watch too much anime in one day and your brain starts trying to think in Japanese, but you... am I the only person that happens to?
That happens to me with 2 different languages.
Yeah, same here. And it is one of those things where you hearing it hearing it aloud is, you can't instantly translate it, but you know this to be the language that Drew saw. And it is spoken in such a demanding manner, spoken with absolute authority.
It's Klingon.
And you then hear something make this horrible sort of high, reedy, sucking noise in response.
I don't like that.
And it sounds like it's getting closer to you all.
So do I realize that they've seen us, or are they just like coming towards this general direction?
With your perception check, you get the feeling that they may have noticed that there is someone or someone's out here, and that they are heading your way to figure out what the hell is going on over here.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the earring real fast. I'm gonna just, everyone down. We can surprise these fucking things before they get
I
to us.
touched the professor and cast Divine Protection.
How long do I think it'll take for them to get to us?
Not very long. They sound like they were about 45 feet away.
Shit. Well,
So there is some hillage in between you and them.
so less than a minute?
If they're going at speed, you guys got maybe 10 seconds.
Right.
I just follow Connor's
Yeah,
instruction.
same.
I drop down, pull my cloak tight in the kind of Frodo and Sam way at the Black Gates, where I kind of try and just look like a rock or some shit. And I'm gonna use hide in plain sight for the first time ever.
Nice! How
Okay.
long does it take?
Well, it's just the thing that you can opt not to move on your turn to cause a -10 to perception checks on enemies to detect you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so like my idea is that we're gonna hit the dirt, and then when these things like go by us, we can spring up and just fucking wreck them.
I just like to think that Corin
Okay.
just like divine protects me by slapping me to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just palms the back of your head and pushes.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm kind of having a dumb idea right now.
No, don't do it.
Okay.
This is a really good dumb idea.
So while the rest of you guys are diving down, I'm gonna go ahead and walk forward towards them.
Oh, you
Damn
stupid
it.
son of a bitch.
Oh, this is done with a capital D. I'm here for this.
Goddamn paladins.
If
Talmar, you're walking forward.
I'm gonna walk forward with my hands open, showing that I do not have any weapons in my hands.
Okay.
Talmar, when the walls fell.
You walk forward, and as you do, you see cresting over a nearby hill 3 figures. The first figure you see is making the high reedy sucking, and it is this large creature of many tentacles, eyeballs just sort of shifting around in its body. And you see this large mouth in the center of it with rows and rows of teeth going back into its gullet.
Now, it doesn't mean it's evil.
And then you see what seems to be almost medium humanoid creature that seems to be doing the talking in completely blackened steel. And then there is another creature you see who is sort of tall and thin, but it seems to have manacles on its arms and legs and a steel collar around its throat. It has runes across it, and there is almost this glazed over look in its eye as it's sort of, you watch as it's sort of following the command of the medium creature. Roll nature for me?
Nature.
Jesus! Holy fuck!
Have you ever natured anything in your life?
No.
As you fucking roll nature, because you don't know what the hell that fucking multi-tentacle thing, but you've read stories about stuff like that before. The humanoid one, it's hard to tell with the armor. But that giant thing that's shackled looks like someone has enslaved the fuck out of it. That looks an awful lot like a storm giant.
Oh no.
Did you say storm?
Yes.
Storm.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Alright.
Oh fuck you guys.
So, I'm going to call out to them in Elvish.
What do you say in Elvish?
Hello there, friends. What are you guys doing over there?
As you say hello there, friends, you watch as they all shift slowly, like their Jim from The Office looking at the camera. Just slow pivot to looking at you, like, the fuck is this mook doing? And the storm giant, there is no recognizable noticing of you. It sort of turns, it sees you, but there's no rage, there's nothing there. The multi-tentacle thing sort of looks at you, and the Elvish dude, well, not the Elvish dude, but the guy who listens to you speaking Elvish, there we go, proper syntax, and sort of tilts his head as they look at you, and they say something in that sort of weird, corrupted, evolved Elvish that you can't quite understand. But it is very authoritative and demanding.
Can I pick any words out? Or is it too different?
Roll an intelligence check for me.
Woohoo! I'm smart.
If you have
proven by
20
me
of this
doing
shit, I'm gonna fucking die. Okay. You don't get, like, there's a phrase and then there's one word that just comes through super harsh. And it vaguely, you might think it's kind of related to the word kneel. And as you sit there staring at him, he repeats, kneel again.
When in Rome.
Do you
Are
kneel?
you fucking kidding me?
Why not?
As you kneel, You go ahead.
No, I'm gonna make a joke. Never mind. Sorry.
As you kneel, you watch as this humanoid shaped figure, humanoid person in plate, turns to the multi-tentacled thing, and there is a sort of super guttural command again in the sort of corrupted Elvish. And with almost frightening speed, this thing comes barreling towards you.
Oh, sweet. I'm going to immediately stand.
About to, I tackle Talmar out of the way, just like I was ready to do. Knock him out of the way.
Were you following me?
I was like, you walked that forward, but I'm like, I got ready to, knock you out of the way if somebody came at you.
Okay.
Roll athletics for me, Connor. Your back is turned to Connor.
Yeah,
so
I don't know
I'm good. Okay. Don't screw me. Don't screw me. Don't screw me.
Hey, Jesus.
Oh my god. Fucking A. So, Talmar, you start to kneel as you see this tentacle thing almost in a flash coming towards you. And there's this half a second the little tiny bit of brain in the back of your head starts screaming fight or flight, and as soon as you go to react, you feel this heavy force just hit you in the back, and you go rolling as the world sort of tumbles and shifts, and as you and Connor, because of that nat 20, you both come up onto your heels. As you both are on your heels, you look as this thing kind of stops and pivots. Its prey being taken from you. You realize that Connor has saved your ass.
I had it.
And
as Connor did that, could I have popped my wings? If not, that's fine.
Sure.
If not, that's fine.
So, this is the tentacle thing.
It could be.
Oh! I mean, if we had seen that, I think we would have immediately known that was evil. Talmar would not have even tried that.
This isn't staying in the place of the storm giant.
Yeah,
Kind
probably.
of good storm giant.
That's
Not one that worked. And then, hey, look.
Oh man.
So are me and
Wait,
Connor
there's
out
three
in front of
things?
everybody?
Yeah, there's 3 things.
Yeah, there was
Okay.
the storm giant, the tentacle thing in the bath.
So who's chained?
The storm giant.
Oh, okay.
Oh hey, I should roll initiative.
There's a chain, and then there's a collar on its neck, and I think there's arcane runes on the
Right.
collar.
Right. All of this is
Just to not.
great.
There we go.
I rolled a 20.
Fuck me, dice.
Two.
Don't fuck me,
I
dice.
rolled a 3.
And your
See
turn,
you
Jolie.
next year, everybody.
Alright. Add.
Why are you not letting me put a number in there, you stupid thing? Stop resetting!
It's because Snicket's putting tokens.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Snicket.
I'm sorry.
I'm just yelling at roll 20.
Last time we fought, my health was down to 99, my hit point maximum. So when I put it back up to 165, there is a huge extra bar.
DM squeaks as the dice goes sliding off. Alright, so what's the initiative for these motherfuckers? I did not put anything down. Go me.
I'm gonna grab a beer really quick. Up.
Just rolled 3-4 times in a row. What? You're supposed to be my PC killer dice. What the hell?
Well, I'm going last, so.
Are you really?
High 5. It's you and me, Telmer.
Alright. So this thing has 2.
Oh yeah, I can use this thing.
This thing plus 3, so that makes it a. And creepy motherfucking thing has a that, so that is a plus that. And, ooh. Necrobs. This pleases the DM. No. I don't know if anybody hurt you. Did I lose everybody?
No?
Chris went to go
Okay,
get
cool.
a drink.
Everything went really super quiet. Well, I can't start the I can't start battle because the person at the top of the initiative's not here.
Weird.
GG.
Wait, did that add all your bonuses?
Who?
Connor,
Uh,
that's just a plain 19.
yeah, so it'd be a 28.
I was like, why is Warren top? All right, so hey, the top of the round is actually here. So cool.
Woo.
Pay no attention to what I've named this track.
Rude. Alright, we're gonna use a bonus action to enter into a frenzy rage. And this gigantic tentacle motherfucker that's in front of me, we're just gonna step up and we're gonna swing 3 times.
Step up, son.
Reckless Great Weapon Master. So, first shot's a 31 to hit. Actually, no, it'd be a 26 to hit.
26 to hit, that hits.
27 damage.
Okay.
Next shot's gonna be a 17 to hit.
17 misses.
Miss. Third shot, it's gonna be a 14 to hit.
That
Miss.
also misses.
Alright.
You entered a frenzied rage after seeing this horrible tentacle thing just run up at Tamar. Coming up from your sitting on your heels, you unleash the fury of your Black Maw, and there is the first strike as you hit it, and it's this sort of. There's a lot of sort of kinetic bounce back as you hit it, like this thing is like rubbery, and it's disgusting. But as you go to swipe once, twice more, you watch as it undulates out of your way.
Oh, I don't like that.
And it kind of makes it kind of makes your skin crawl a little bit, like, oh, fuck that noise. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good.
Sounds good. Hey! Excellent timing. Cause guess what, Chris? It's your turn.
Oh,
Me and
what?
Connor are both dead.
It's your turn.
Okay. Sorry, y'all.
You're good.
Okay, so Storm Giant. It has a collar around its neck, right?
It has collars and it has manacles, but there's no chain. It just looks like it has heavy cuffs.
Okay, so looking at the collar, you said it had magical runes on it.
It has runes written on it.
Was that right? Yeah. I moved to there. And then I point at the Storm Giant's collar, and I cast Dispel Magic.
Oh, fuck.
It's worth a shot, right?
Yeah, totally.
So I'm going to cast it at 5th level.
Okay.
So here, let me pull it up.
This is your chosen path. Is this your final answer?
So it's DC 15. Oh, maybe I should make it a higher level. Fuck it, I do level 6.
Wow. Okay. You watch as the runes on the collar light up and fade, and there's a sort of pop and boom as the collar falls off of the storm giant.
Oh, shit! Fuck!
Holy fuck!
I
You
didn't
watch-
think it was gonna work.
You watch as its eyes grow clear, and it looks at all of you, and it looks down, and looks at all of you, and bellows in a wild, reckless rage.
Does anyone know
Yes,
Giant?
son.
Uh,
No.
That might not be good.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking fun.
Does anyone know Giant?
Oh god,
I
please
do.
let Connor know. Yes. Okay, good.
Connor does know Giant, but we'll see.
I'll see if I can't talk. Like I'm raging. I don't know if I talk to it.
You're raging too. That's right. You're in a
Just scream friends or something. I don't know. Alright,
What are
so
you
that's
doing?
my,
Why are you
that's
still
my
standing
action.
there?
What are you doing? Just fight! Kill them all! We're here to-
Kill them!
Is that
What
it?
are you doing? Kill me.
I don't know. Nobody got hurt.
No, this is literally round 2.
Look at my inventory, see if there are any potions I want to drink. No, I don't think so. Okay.
Speaking of potions, sure.
Yeah, okay, that's it. I hope that was a good thing, guys, and not a bad thing.
Wow.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. This is gonna
I
be great.
freed your ass, Giant!
Maybe we got the situation all wrong, and that giant was evil, and these guys were friendly.
You shut your mouth.
They shot
Kyle?
a thing at you, Talmar!
Maybe he was coming to say hi.
With
Yeah,
deadly force?
Kyle, who?
Alright, cool.
Going to make Snicket punch you.
I mean,
He's gonna punch me in game, so.
let's see. That is a 22 to hit you, Corin.
I'm sure
He's
that
not-
hits
he's
Corin.
not here.
He's gone again.
It is boo.
He has a 20,
You
21
can't-
AC.
You know what? I'm gonna say that definitely fucking hits him. There's no way Corin has a 23 AC.
Well, he's a 21. I have a 20. We discussed this last time. Sorry.
I have pizza now.
You do. What's your armor class?
Aww.
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
so...
excited about the pizza.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
I
man.
think it's 23.
Oh, that just hits your armor class then.
Balls in my ass!
That is a very, very inconvenient place for balls.
Sounds
Oh.
painful.
Okay.
Some people like it.
Sounds vaguely painful.
Okay, what happens to the Chris? Or to
You
the
take
Corin?
20 points of psychic damage?
Ah. Do I have to make a save?
Nope. But you do get pulled 20 feet up to him.
What?
Fuck this thing.
He's got
then he's-
death grip?
He may have just...
Charles, I love you.
You just watch as it kind of takes this whip at his side, whips you, and just pulls you in. And then you watch as a blade materializes in his other hand and comes slashing down.
What's up, bitch?
That's a 27 to hit.
Ow! Bitch.
So that is 10 points of slashing and 16 points of psychic.
So 26, so I took 46 total.
Yes.
Ow.
And that's its turn.
I think it's mad because I released the Storm Giant, you guys.
It may be a little...
I would say someone needs to life grip Chris back, but he's the
Aha.
killer.
He's in my aura now. Does he take damage on my turn?
His turn. Because he's starting his turn in your aura.
Okay. So he needs to... 2d6 radiant damage.
Roll it then.
Alright then. There you go.
Hold on a minute. My headset's gone out again.
No.
Oh.
I just realized, how has nobody made a whole bunch of enemies based on Mortal Kombat?
They're all scared off because of the movie.
There.
I had it. If somebody could keep talking.
Talking.
I love to talk. I like to use words all
Not
the
you!
time.
I can hear
And
you.
then, like, when I use my words, I like to use them in, like, large abundances, and I just like to string them all together.
I need to buy.
Because
I need
this
a
is
new
what the
headset. I
professor
can't do
does.
this.
Like, he's talks about
Oh,
lots
it's
of
what
things.
you'll do to me.
Okay. I think so.
You'll rise up from the sea.
You
And
guys are really soft, but can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can
Okay,
hear you,
cool.
Snicket. I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my headsets are so fucking borked right now. Alright, so it takes 9 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll take that anytime he's next.
Alright. Groovy. And now, let me see. This is going to be fun.
Boy, you just cracked
It's got advantage on me.
Yes, it does. I was just seeing... Oh, man. Okay. It's fine. As... First attack is against, you, Connor. With advantage, that is a 26.
I assume that hits him.
If it doesn't, then there's something seriously wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he is King of Tal'Ren.
That's true.
Is he, though? I think it's
I
just
mean-
in front.
Oh shit, yo. Charles? Did we lose Charles?
I think we lost him.
I think we may have lost Charles, yeah.
You can look at his armor class, can't you?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that hits. I'm just, want to give him damage. But I will write that down. As the next one is against you, Talmar.
Bring it.
That's 29 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 28 points of damage.
Okay.
And you're considered grappled.
Roughly.
Oh shit.
The next attack is against you, Talmar, again.
26, right?
Yes. Next attack's against you, Talmar. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah. That is 20 points of damage. Next one is a 32 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is... $23 points of damage. And the last one is a 25 to hit.
That also hits.
And that is a... $26 points of damage.
Good. Jesus.
Not 94.
As
Okay.
it sort of unleashes its fury upon you.
Dustin, don't get hit by this thing.
Charles?
Hello.
Hi!
Hi.
So I apologize. The laptop decided to bork an update on me instead. So someone's gonna have to
Oh
control
no!
my help,
I can, if you trust me,
my Bluetooth headphones.
yeah, I can take care of your health and whatnot for you. I
Alright,
promise I'll be. So what's your armor class again?
19.
Okay, so that hits, and you take 23 points of damage, and you are also considered grappled.
But it is halved.
But it is halved.
That is half. And I think I'm a... No. I'm trying to think if the gloves made me immune to grapple. I don't think they did. No, it was someone else.
And Talmar just took 3.
4.
That's
4
5
hits.
attacks.
Yeah, like I said, don't get hit by this thing, Professor.
And with that, it is now Arendir's turn.
Alright, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on Gross Tentacle Dude, seeing it unleash its furry, as the professor said. And I am going to make 2 sharpshooter attacks at it.
Okay. So the tentacled one, yes?
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool. Stupid headset, stupid headset. I'm gonna order that fucking snowball tonight.
So the first is a 13 to hit. That will miss.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And the second is a natural 1. That's cool.
No!
So just so overcome with worry for my friends as they're just getting fucking grossly tentacle slapped. I miss both of them.
Okay, so you unleashed a volley of arrows as you watch as one sort of grazes this undulating, moving mass of tentacles, scraping against its skin. The second one goes wide as you watch as its tentacles are sort of constricting around Talmar and Connor. Tentacles. Anything else you'd like to do?
And I move to there. Well, that's my turn.
Legendary action.
Which one's taking the legendary action?
The Storm Giant, I guess.
The gentleman in front of Corin.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. As a cleric, I have utter faith in you.
Wait, I have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, you do.
You got it.
Oh, fuck yeah. I rolled a 19 plus a lot.
You
Plus
crit fish.
11.
You have advantage.
I rolled a 19 plus 11, so that's good.
Are you sure you don't want to crit fish?
Crit fish!
you have-
Crit fish! Crit fish!
14, so yeah. I'll take the 30.
Jesus Christ.
But it could have been a 31, though.
It could have been a 31.
Oh.
Just saying. It's better than 30.
Oh, it's crit fish if you can.
It's one number higher, Chris.
Are you sure?
Fucking Kyle.
Maths.
Math is hard.
I just rolled out 20 on this dice. I'm gonna use that for the next thing I need.
I think he's gonna save it for when he really needs it. He needs just that extra push. He's gonna use that extra one number.
Okay, so you only take half damage. So you take 22 points of psychic damage. As this thing sort of reaches out and you hear it speak in this sort of... actually, it speaks in Abyssal. And you swear, in the haze of pain, as you sort of reel back, it says your soul is forfeit. It is the professor's turn.
Right. I'm hiding behind Alex. Casting something, I peek around the side of her, and at the guy in front of Corin, I cast Feeble Mind.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's mean.
Nice.
I like it.
And that is a...
Int save DC 20.
Wow.
It is a 27.
God damn it!
Jesus.
Well, that's what I think of that.
Does it still take the 10 psychic damage, or is that?
No, I
It's-
Or
think.
if it saves, it doesn't take it.
I don't-
No, they take the damage, and they have to then make the saving throw.
Right. So it
So
still
it's
takes.
still.
Oh man, you rolled like Garbo for that.
I did roll Garbo for that. Like 2 1s, a 2, and a 4.
Damn.
Fuck you, roll 20.
It's a D6. That's horrible.
It is anything else you'd like to do?
I seems how sure is that.
He's speaking Elder Tongue.
Well, that sucks. Let me just mark off that level spell. And cry.
What the fuck? Whose color is that? Oh, okay.
Nope. I got nope. That's it. I'm done. That's a waste of a turn. I hate this game. I never want to play it again.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just teasing. The day that
Okay.
Feeble Mind lands, I tell you guys this though, it'll be amazing.
It will.
I've only cast it twice and it's failed both times.
It is now the Storm Giant's turn.
I'm so scared.
God, man, come on, put it together. Put 1 and 1 together.
bro.
Storm Giants are smart.
Alright, so that's what it's doing. 1, 2.
But it might just be really upset.
Because they get rolled for what it's doing.
Alright.
Punch the squid thing.
Did you
Punch
drop
the
your dice
squid
again?
thing.
That sounds like a drop dice.
Yeah, that was a drop dice. I really do need a dice box to roll in or something. You watch as it sort of, there's this wild look in its eyes as it just sort of looks around in confusion and rage, and you watch as it manifests this sort of, you watch as this sort of wind coalesces into this javelin
Oh, it's so badass.
and tosses it at Alex.
Ah, you bastard! Fuck you, Storm Giant, you asshole! I freed you, fucker!
Yeah,
Shit,
you
I'm right
freed it,
next
not
to-
Alex.
Alex.
And you take. I should have charged my phone, by the way. You know what? If it's more than, like, easy double digits, I need a calculator. Don't shame me.
I'm not.
That's 24 points of piercing damage.
Okay, he just hits. Okay. That's fun. Ow.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh shit, he doesn't have to aim?
I'm reading it, and there is no attack to it.
Oh fuck.
What?
Ow.
I will roll an attack just because I'll just use the modifier for.
No, you don't. If it doesn't say it, don't
No,
do
if it doesn't say it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Perkins because that's just really weird.
No, I mean,
Because
fucking-
there's no attack and there's no save, but that is a 30 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and it's going to do another attack. All right. I'm just gonna start rolling for an attack.
No,
I mean, if it
do
doesn't say it,
yeah,
just do it.
if it doesn't say, it, just do it.
Nah. I'm gonna. The DM has decided she wants to roll
There you
Okay.
to make it fair. So this is what the DM is going to do. I appreciate you guys being like supportive, but I think that's bullshit.
It's a recharge, Snicket.
I wish it was. That would be interesting, but no, man. This is
It
so
is a
strange.
That's what it says. Lightning strike, recharge 5 to 6. Each creature within 10 feet of the point must make a DC 17 Dexterity saving throw or take 12d8.
That's not what I'm reading.
Oh, really? This is a different Storm Giant then.
Huzzah!
Like, I'm not going to give you what I'm using. Currently fighting it, but after we're done with the battle, I'll let you know what this is, and then you can go take a look. Cause
That's fair.
That's fair.
Kill it first. Actually,
Yeah.
kill the guy for the corn first.
no, okay, so read that.
We'll read it. Java, the giant farm creature. Java has a weapon and do a thing.
Doesn't have an attack, doesn't have a save, right?
No, striking unerringly means it can't miss.
It means it
Unerringly.
can't-
Oh shit.
So that means there is no attack roll.
Yeah, it says it strikes inerrantly. That means it can't miss. So yay.
That's fucking hot.
I wish I could do that.
That would be nice. So, Professor, you take 22 points of piercing damage as the next javelin comes at you.
Okay, so I had temporary hit points from one thing. Did I get more from
It was
you?
15.
I
You
don't
got 15 from me.
Why do I have
From the
16 in
heroes.
here already?
Because it's from
Hero's Feast.
Hero's Feast, but temp
Oh,
can't
but
stack.
that went away. Okay, yeah. Okay. So
Oh, my bad.
Well, Hero's Feast increases your HP maximum. That's not temporary hit points.
Yeah, so
So you might have just put it in there.
yeah, I put it in there because I didn't want to mess with the max. Okay, so I have 16 plus to my max. Wait, we haven't rested yet.
Yeah, we did that, and then we came through the gate.
Okay.
So it's still the same day.
Okay.
yeah, so you're still good.
So then I also have plus 15. So you said how much damage?
22?
Okay, so that goes through the 15 points that I got from, and then it's 7 points more.
Yeah.
Which makes me to just do it on here.
It's 9 then. Is the out of that 16.
Minus 15, 7. Okay. Okay, we're good.
Alright, as it starts running up in the middle of everything. Alex, it is your turn.
Okay. Fuck. There's no way to get that guy. Could.
I do not want to be fucking standing here and trading blows with this dude. Oh, fuck.
I turn to the professor. I'll be right back. And I go 1, 2, 3. What? That's gonna be stupid, Morgan. We're gonna ignore what I just said. I am going to cast Shatter. Oh, well, that's thunder damage. No, Scorching Ray. I'm gonna do Scorching Ray at Mr. Storm Giant right here.
Okay, okay.
Oh, this is stupid. I hate everything. That's a 6 plus. What is my attack mod? 9. That's 15. That probably misses.
Unfortunately.
That's worse. And I get one more. That's 22.
That hits.
Okay. Yay! That's 2d6 of fire damage. Yay!
Woo, fire.
10.
Okay.
What do I have bonus action? I'm going to use Bastion of Justice to cast Compelled Duel on Tentacle McFuckface.
Okay.
So you need to make a spell DC of 17. Compelled Duel is
I think
Wisdom?
it's a wisdom save.
I don't have it written down.
Also, I don't know if this has happened for anybody else, but fucking the grimoire isn't working for me anymore.
It
Yeah, it's a
went
Wisdom
down.
save. Of 17.
Okay. you sort of point your sword at it and compel this creature to come and fight you 1v1. And you watch as, in its tentacled grip, it sort of squeezes Connor and Talmar, but you watch as the eyes slowly turn and look at you.
All 2,000 of them just sort of like roll over towards you.
Yep. And then I whisper to the professor, we've got incoming if you want to move. Just so
Well,
you know.
I mean, my turn is over, so I'm stuck here until...
Yes, I'm saying this so you can move next time.
Except it moves before us!
Yeah, and I'll do my best to protect you, okay?
You're making great life decisions!
That's why I'm right here, that's why I stayed here.
Did you move yet? Because you could shift to be up at the storm giant. Oh man!
I mean, I'm gonna, interpose myself there. But I mean, either way, I have my 5 foot of protection reaction, so. We'll see what happens.
Like how spread out we are. I shouldn't have moved up before.
Alright, Talmar, it's your turn. You are in the grasp of this tentacle thing. And he's like giving you like a little love squeeze. Like,
Aw,
Fran,
that's
I'm
kind of cute.
Stick,
Can
I'm
I
gonna
attack
run
him
and grab
still?
something really quick. So
Okay.
don't attack me, or attack me and kill me. I don't know.
So can I attack him still, or am I, since I'm grappled, I'm gonna have to try to...
You can still attack and grapple. You just can't
Okay.
move.
So I'm going to attack twice with... actually, I'm going to cast this with my bonus action first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack twice with the Moonlight Blade two-handed.
Okay.
And I will use a level 2 smite with each hit if they...
Okay. Hits. Misses.
Alright, so just one of them hits. Alright. So that's going to be the staggering smite hitting and Alright, so that's 46 psychic damage. And should be 3d8.
Fucking mother, yeah.
What?
Fucking paladins.
Alright, so that'll be 10 slashing,
I got it.
18 radiant, and 14 psychic. So,
Yep.
yeah, like 44 damage.
Alright. You strike at it. Are you gonna try to escape the grapple?
Can I do that?
You can try.
Okay. Well, yeah, then I will.
Roll athletics for me.
Athletics. Alright. I love athletics.
Introductions won't be necessary. But I would like to know who you are.
So you would assume that introductions are necessary.
That'd be a 20. Yes. Allow me a 25, sweetie.
Oh yeah, you managed to wrestle him out of his grip like, oh no, fuck off, motherfucker. You don't know me like that.
Cool.
Are you gonna move or are you gonna stay there?
Be stupid. Yes, I am going to move. Bam. Right there.
It is going to have
An attack
the
opportunity
option.
on me.
He's going to try to attack you with his tentacle.
I'm so proud of Sam.
That is a 28.
A 20 does not hit.
28.
Oh, 28. It does.
Yes.
Wait, did it have disadvantage because of the thing? Or whatever the...
Compelled duel ended when he attacked it.
Yep, it did.
Oh. That's how that works?
That's the kind of crap. Yeah, Compelled kind of sucks.
Um,
in
What
my
the fuck?
opinion.
That's so stupid. That's a shitty spell.
wait. The spell ends if the caster attacks any other creature. If the caster casts a spell that targets a hostile creature other than the target, if a creature currently damages the target. So yeah, no, it's no longer compelled duel.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's why I took it
It's
off
so
of my
useless.
self-prepared list, because it's crap. Okay, well, so he hit me.
Sometimes-
So damn it.
Wizards. Oh, whoa.
What?
Yeah, my head.
I think that was Charles.
It's not. I'm on push to talk.
Then I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was my headset. It's really getting bad.
Get your new headset.
Yeah, I'm going to buy the snowball tonight and see if I can't have it shipped before the next game. Because I can't do this again. So it's going to attack you, and it hits.
I'm gonna flip him off while he's hitting me.
Gonna do it that way. Oh well, shit, that was.
Take 20,000 points a day.
That is 39 points of bludgeoning damage.
One hit, Jesus. 39, right?
Yep.
That takes me to. No. 50.
Then before this happens,
Oh god.
Storm Giant's gonna take a legendary action.
Oh, good.
How about attack the people who are capturing fucking piece of shit ass?
Piece of shit ass.
I'm not mad, Storm Giant. I'm just also a little mad.
You watch as it points towards the gentleman in front of you, Corin, and you watch as this sort of lightning appears in its other hand, and it hurls a thunderbolt at it.
Oh, there we go.
Did it regard me with kind eyes?
You're a little concerned with the person in front of you who's been damaging your brain. You look over.
When he walked past me, did he look at me like and give me like a
Papa.
like a friendly head nod?
The giant looks confused as fuck. Like, they have no idea what's going on. Okay, and you watch as the thunderbolt, the gentleman in armor just barely slides out of the way, and you hear screaming as, you watch lightning crackle over his armor, and his body just convulses for a little bit. And, Ghana, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to break out of this grapple first. I've been managed.
You didn't roll any better.
12. Why can I hear
1 to
myself?
2, that's balls.
Oh my god, this headset is gonna be the death of me. So unfortunately you don't break the grapple with a 12.
Can I attempt to do it again with another attack, or is that I only get one shot?
Let
I
me...
think you only get one shot.
I think
It's
that's
your
action.
whole action to break your grapple.
Because I know to make a grapple is an attack, so I don't know if trying to get out of a grapple is an attack.
Don't think so.
I don't have my books. Because also, Talmor got 2 attacks on his and then was able to break free.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Let's try that one more time.
You can use the other one with the Mist of Sound.
Yay, natural 20.
Yeah, you break it. I'm just trying not to move at all, so I don't set off the headset.
Need to appease the headset gods.
Hoping. So yeah, you break grapple.
Alright, then we're going to charge. So what we're doing, we're using the Berserker's Charge here. I'm going to use DM Inspiration. We're not going to... Actually, yeah, we'll use DM Inspiration. We're going to attempt to knock this guy prone. If I hit, I can knock him prone because he's large.
Okay.
Tell him to help us in Giant.
27.
Tell him we're friends of Giants.
That hits.
Alright, so he goes down. and as he hits the ground, I'm gonna like get into his face, grab his beard, and like pull his face to me. We are trying to help you. And I'm gonna.
Was that in Giant?
That is a giant.
So awesome.
Okay. As you grab its beard, just yank it up to you and yell, "We are trying to help you." You watch as these sort of confused, wild eyes immediately like focus and home in on your face as you yell at him in Giant. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Karn, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run away from this guy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start running.
Alright, he's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna go ahead and not go in within the giant's reach. I don't really know how big his reach is, but
That is a natural 20.
okay, awesome. As I'm running, though, I use a thing. What is it called? I use Smite the Wicked, Save the Just.
Okay.
But you do your thing first.
Okay, so that is 14 points of, I believe that is slashing damage.
Okay.
And then 32 points of psychic damage.
So 40 what? 44?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
As
Okay.
he gets one attack off on you as you run away from him.
I am going to call upon the might of Pelor and point my mace at Tentacle Beast.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll a spell attack.
Okay.
That is a 22.
Hits.
Fuck yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 d6. 11, 17, 21, 26. So it takes 26 radiant damage.
Okay.
And here, okay, so here's a question, Stickit. Glory of the Dawn Everlasting says when wisdom modifier to the damage dealt. Can I do that for Smite the Wicked?
Discord cut out like a motherfucker, what'd you say?
When I use my ability for Might of Pelor to shoot the radiant damage at something, can I use the other ability to add my...
Because it adds to the to any radiant and fire damage, right?
Yes.
Then yeah.
So add
is
another
as written.
6.
Okay. So who are you healing?
I'm going to heal Talmar.
Thank you.
Talmar, you heal 29. Okay, and now here is my other question upon this question.
Okay.
When I heal somebody, because I'm a life cleric, I heal also?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh, sweet.
So, what is it? Oh, shit. Heal. Oh, okay, but here's the only thing, though. It says healing spell cast an...
This is not
That's
a
it.
spell.
Okay, that's fine then.
This is
So-
an ability.
I do that and heal Talmar. And then I look around to see who else is hurt. Anybody else hurt bad?
Professor is.
No, because I have all these extra hit points. I have actually way more than my actual hit points.
I'm at
still below
175, but
I
I'm
have 84 hit points out
Okay.
of 75, what I normally have.
half. I
Okay.
have 82 of 194.
Alrighty. What do I have? I have 75. I think I'm gonna heal myself, Talmar. Sorry. Wait, actually, wait, no, I already used my action. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna heal
Yeah, that's
myself.
what I was gonna say.
Cause yeah, I mean, Blessed Healer isn't gonna give me enough to. I'm gonna Wait, fuck! Can't cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Nope.
So fuck it. I'm gonna cast Healing Word at Talmar.
Woot! The
That
old
is
Bahamut
a-
guilt trip worked.
4th level spell. So that's 1d4. 3, 7, 9, 10 plus my wisdom, which is 6, so 16 plus. God, I feel like it's been so long since we played. It's been so long since we fought stuff. 2 plus the spell's level. So another 6. So 22. You heal 22 points. And I
Okay.
heal 6.
Back in the
Alright.
triple digits.
That is your action, bonus, and movement. Yes.
Yes. It's all,
Okay.
I have done all of the things.
All right. This guy moves up from here to here, and is going to attack you again, Farin.
He's gonna just keep pulling me, you guys.
Yes, he is. That is a 24 to hit.
Wish we had Rael. Yeah, that hits.
What the fuck was that?
She's helping the army mobilize.
You take 25 points of psychic damage as you are immediately pulled back up. And he takes the blade and swings it down at you. That
Okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead, you.
No, I'm not having anything. I was preemptively putting my health in the chat when I'm gonna take more damage.
That's a 22 to hit.
Okay, that doesn't hit. Thank fucking God.
As the blade misses you, you kind of duck out of the way, and there's this as it hits your armor, and you listen as it just sort of starts cursing in that weird corrupted Elvish. Alright, and now it's this thing's turn. And it is it's making more of this high-pitched sucking noise.
Go eat the ranger.
It's gonna move here.
Yeah, shit.
Alrighty then. Let me see. I need a D4. That is a thing. Righty then. First attack is going to be. Oh
the
yes.
Magic brain.
Oh, son of a bitch.
yes.
We're all in range.
Oh yes. Mama like. Oh, all right. Let's see. There is 2, 4, 5 of you. So, Alex, you're the first one up. That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. That is 33 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second attack is going to be against the professor.
Oh dear God.
Can I impose disadvantage on that?
Yep.
Thank you.
Alright. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Fuck.
What does that make your AC?
That makes my AC. Where's the AC?
24?
It makes my AC 25.
Okay. Next attack is going to be against you, Arendir.
Yes.
That is a 29 to hit.
That super duper hits.
That is 39 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, thank you.
Next attack is going to be at you again, Arendir.
But I said no thank you.
That's 32 to hit.
Yep, that is.
Christ. I've used my reaction. Fuck.
Sorry, these are the first times I've been hit so far, so
Yeah.
I was still at max health.
just love the image of like 2 tentacles coming down on me and like flashing pink energy.
46 points of damage.
Damn.
And the last one is going to be against you again, Arendir.
God damn it.
Oh, I did listen to me.
Are you rolling a dice to pick who gets hit?
I am.
You assign me
Sorry,
the mathematical
Andy.
average.
Those tentacles are. They really want to. They really want Arendir.
You better not awaken anything.
That is a 26 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay.
Shit, what is that from, Mike?
Community.
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you.
That is 36 points of bludgeoning damage. That's its turn. And now it's your turn! Yay!
I went from 171 to 50. So... I'm going to I have a poison arrow. I'm gonna shoot it at the fucking tentacle dude.
Okay,
That's a natural 20.
that hits.
That
Beautiful.
hits. So I super for sure lost Hunter's Mark. So I'm gonna Colossus Slayer. Really? 3. So 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it needs to make a DC 15 con save or take an additional 2d6 poison damage.
See. It fails.
Nice. So that is 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take a step back. Hopefully I'm still in its range and it doesn't fucking tentacle me to death.
Nope, you're still in range.
Nice. So then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike and shoot at the guy that's been harrying Corin.
Okay.
I'm going to use a DM Inspiration.
Do the thing. Truly.
That is a 20. Nope. Yep, 23.
That hits.
To hit. Sweet. That's shitty. So he takes 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then he must make a DC 17 strength save.
He fails.
So he is restrained.
Okay. So he is all like, as you restrain him, as you watch as, this is like a ensnaring strike, so you watch as vines sort of burst out of this sort of lackluster, kind of failing health ground as these bright green vines just burst out of the ground and grab him and hold him in place.
Nice.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, that's all of my actions and bonus actions and stuff.
Alright, it is the professor's turn.
Right, I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the tentacle dude. Level 7. Insta hit for 24 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. as it takes damage it can't fucking deny.
Yes.
You watch as darts leap out and just bed themselves in its flesh, and the sucking noise turns into this almost keen. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that is unfortunately everything that I can do. So I will just run away and hope that no one hits me again.
Okay. So as you run away, Connor, you look into the storm giant's face. And it says in giant, pain, hurt, never wanted this. As it sort of pushes itself up to its feet and turns and starts running away.
But no.
That's better than killing us.
Exactly. It's better than, like, we got him out of the fight.
That's true.
But he is going to do a parting shot on his way out. Saying the guy who is, oh, well, no, it doesn't need, because it strikes unerringly, and he's going to, do it twice, so that's, alright. Corn's not here, so I can't really tell him what he sees, but you guys watch as these wind javelins strike at the armored creature in front of Corin, and there's this high sort of scream of agony as he twists and turns in his bonds, and as you hear the giant bellow. The only person who understands is Connor, and you hear, vengeance will fall upon you and your kin, as it kind of runs off the battlefield, because it is confused and hurting and does not want to be here anymore.
That's fair.
That is it.
As he's leaving, I'm going to salute.
The secret storm giant salute.
It is not Alex's turn. So, what would you like to do for your turn?
Are we magic giant tonight?
I don't know why, but that's making me so happy. I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt, and we need to make both Tentacle Boy and Mr. Fuckface need to take a dex save of 17.
So you can definitely try, yeah?
Oh, I'm loving the accent, darling. It's great.
Sanko.
I love your cadence, darling. Where are you from?
They both fail, so what's that damage?
What happened to this dude where he's got the vibrating person icon?
Okay, so he's ensnared because Arendir's ass. Also, the storm giant. The storm giant told Connor, "Pain, hurt. I didn't ask for this." Got up and started running away, and then wind javelined the dude in front of you twice before he left.
Oh, so he just bailed?
Yeah, he's like, he's confused and hurt and does not want any part of this.
33
I'll
points of
heal
damage.
him!
Okay, so 33 points of lightning damage.
Yep.
As you,
Pardon me.
watch as the tentacle monster kind of does this high keening noise again, and it's just like writhing in agony as lightning courses over its body. You watch as the guy who is ensnared in front of Corin takes it full in the face, and there's almost the scent of cooking flesh as it takes the full brunt of the lightning damage as it courses over its armor. And then you watch as its body goes limp in the sort of cradling arms of vines.
And then I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Oh, good. Fuckface is dead.
And I'm just gonna swing at the guy in front of me. It's plus 11. 29 on that first one.
It hits.
28.
That also hits.
13.
That does not hit.
Yeah, gotta balance it out. I
Oh,
keep
that is
forgetting to
unfortunate,
add my
darling.
radiant damage from my
I
Radiant
took
Soul.
dance from Juilliard. I could just dance around.
8 plus, and we're gonna add it to that, so that makes it 20 radiant damage. And that one is brain can't do anything because I'm sick. That's 17 slashing and 26 radiant.
Oof. As you sent out this lightning bolt, and it fires on, and the tentacle master is very unhappy. So you slash at it with your sword, slash, and it is looking very angry at you.
Yeah. I have a bonus action, but I don't know what to do. I'm gonna leave it at that. Duh.
Sounds good. Tama, it is your turn. How would you like to tangle with this beast?
The beast shall be right here.
Oh dear.
Darling, I'm just telling you, this is the most wonderful game we have ever played. I love it. It is making my heart so big.
Bonus action.
Oh shit.
2 hits. Bind. 2 level 3 smites will be done if they.
Oh shit. Please be making this the attack.
That looks like 2 misses.
The first one hits.
Ah. Well, bully.
Yes, bully for you.
Alright, so that's 4d8 and 3d8. That's 59 damage.
How would you like to do this?
Ah.
In what
So-
way would you like to attempt this?
So this is like tentacle monster has like a giant maw in the center of a bunch of tentacles, right?
Yes.
So I want to kind of dive in towards the tentacles. I want to like cut one, and then I want to drive the moonlight blade directly into the maw.
As you drive the moonlight blade directly in the maw, there's this flash of platinum light as you drive it in, and you hear the sucking sound as it tries to draw on your blade, but you don't fight the suction, you just drive it further in and twist as you watch all the tentacles writhe in agony, and you watch as its body gives out and it completely goes limp. And you guys are out of combat.
All right.
Oh, good. We are out of combat. This makes me happy.
I wiped blood from my nose and ears.
I'm gonna very gingerly like pull my sword out of its mouth and start trying to wipe my sword on the tentacles.
Okay, I need you all to roll perception for me.
Oh shit!
Oh,
it is
dear.
another battle.
Oh my god, I can't get out of Magic Brian.
It is a hard
Yes.
thing to.
That's okay.
Listen, darling, it is a very hard thing to get out of. It's so beautiful and so
Oh,
melodic. Yes. Oh.
yes.
Guys.
I will kill all of you!
I'm sorry.
You need to talk as Air Dunkel Stout.
Yeah, fair enough.
Connor, you immediately pick this up as Professor and Corin also pick this up. Oh man, this is interesting that you three pick this up. As you guys are sort of recovering from the battle, you all hear movement in this sort of cleft of rock near you guys. And you immediately turn around. Connor, you see at first with Corin and Professor, you sort of turn to look, and you see the face of a young girl peek out from over the rock, clearly terrified looking, dirty, matted hair. Her skin is this almost ashen gray, her hair is pure white, and she has these sort of deep lavender eyes as she looks up at you guys with long pointed ears, very elvish features.
I cast Sunbeam! No, just kidding.
As you watch her peek out over the rock, you hear her speak in this corrupted form of Elvish. That you guys starting to get familiar, and the fact that she says it so slow and gently, you realize she's saying, "Hello," and that's where we're leaving off for the night.
Fuck that.
because it is super late.
It is.
I guess it is.
I hope
Yes,
you
please.
guys had fun.
I had lots of fun.
Oh yes,
Yes.
always fun. Always fun. We
I'm
might
sad
be
I
able
don't
to
have
use
Storm
these
Giant, bro.
Ooh, I rolled a nat 20. Sweet.
No. Believe me when I say this is gonna have releasing that Storm Giant. Cause you missed it, Chris. On his way out, he said to the gentleman in armor, "There will be vengeance upon you and your kin."
Oh Jesus. That's
So
awesome.
we'll see what that brings. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. This was an interesting combat to come back to. I just
We
wanted
get
to.
in and we start like raising a
Yeah.
rebellion inside. This is what the
This is
professor's
a-
hoping for. It's like
Awesome.
the minute he saw that teddy bear, he's like, "Oh, we could get like these aren't an evil like who is evil that like has a teddy bear? Like there are children. There we can make these people on our side. We can liberate Vianoth from the poor whatever has been happening to them for 2,000 years."
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Still have to
interesting.
be careful.
Yep. But you guys did good. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is trying to get back to the swing of things with some fun, mild combat
Some
to
combat.
sort of, and some feels, and some much crying.
It definitely would have gone a lot worse had the Storm Giant been enslaved the whole time.
Oh yes.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
good call on your part.
That was
Yes,
a
it
very,
was.
very good call.
I think a lot of us all had the same thought of the meeting.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
got
yeah,
put-
like I was
but-
gonna like try it too, but you like did a really good dispel. So
Okay,
I
so
can't believe it worked.
that giant you fought was a storm giant quintessent.
Is that from Volos?
That is from
That is
Volos.
Volos.
That's from Volos.
The Giants and Volos are so fucking awesome.
Quintessence.
I really I need to find a use to use a dreadnought.
The Dreadnought. Oh my
I
god.
did.
Dreadnought is oh man.
I had such an awesome idea for Dreadnought and something else, but I don't want to. I'm gonna save it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Okay, folks, I gotta leave my sisters and drive home, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh,
There,
man, that's a long
Love you.
drive.
I don't know if I'm gonna be here next week because there is this like thing called a drive where I'm gonna be like maybe in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest as I move.
I'll play for you. It's fine.
Yeah, well,
I can be Connor.
Yeah, or I can play for you too.
we will miss you because we love your face, Charles, and hope you have a very safe drive.
I can't believe you're moving across the country. Oh, I should probably stop the recording, huh?
Yeah.